Good to have you back. Well, this morning on eNCA, we put the spotlight on housejacking syndicates targeting Gauteng's affluent suburbs. Now, crime experts say they're highly organised and operate across the country. We're also warned to be extremely concerned about this new criminal trend. However, security specialist Mike Bolhuis joins me now to discuss this even further. Mike, good morning to you. Thank you so much for trying to help us make sense of what's really going on in Gauteng. So why this new trend that we're seeing? Not absolutely new, but I think the stats are even higher when it comes to hijacking. What's going on in Gauteng?
The property, we call it property hijacking, has been going on for quite some time. So any vacant property is at risk. In other words, if you go on holiday and you haven't taken the necessary measures, you can come back and find that somebody is in your property, has hijacked it, has looted, stolen everything, and is operating from there. And doing so because, first of all, the criminals today, they just do anything they can and take advantage of because they can get away with it. The security guards, the police, the communities are many a times very scared. They don't want to get involved. They just stay away, and then that makes these criminals get away literally with murder here.
Yeah.
This is any vacant property. It could be a mine, could be a business, it could be a very expensive home, it could be a normal home in a normal area. Because of poverty, and due to the spate of crime in our country, it's taken advantage of.
Mike, what exactly are these criminals looking for in these properties? Because I'm not sure if it's the goods inside, is it the copper wiring, is it just, malice? What exactly are they looking for?
Well, homelessness plays a very big role in poverty. But they do loot and take everything. They take the geysers, the copper, the pipes, even expensive plants. The criminals of today are enlightened. They know what they can sell and where they can sell it. So let me sketch a scenario. They would be on the scout. There would be a front man. We call it a front man. He would find out which property is not looked after. There's nobody in there. The people are on holiday or is trying to sell it and not staying there anymore. And then they would slowly but certainly ease one person in. Once one person is in, a group will gather, either a gang or a lot of poor homeless people, and they will start ripping the place apart, selling everything for money and for food, and just using the roof basically to stay there. But the problem is, they stay there and from there commit further crimes. They do further house robberies or commit any and other forms of crimes in a community, in an area. So you can think for yourself, this can happen in a vacant mine and a vacant business building, a government building, any building or property, even an open and vacant property. The possibility of little houses being erected and operating from there on is a possibility.
Yeah. So what can people do then to better protect their properties?
Well, number one, if you have a property and you're going to sell it, or you're going to go overseas when it's cold in South Africa and you're going to go to a warmer place and leave your property, you should take the extreme precautions guarding this area, making sure that the alarm systems, the garden, even animals or whatever you leave behind is totally secured. You should inform and have a good relationship with your neighbors. The problem is people don't work together. They don't stand up and go out if an alarm goes off. They don't interfere. They don't get involved at all. And I understand that due to the situation in our country. But that has to stop. People have to hold hands and work together and look after each other's property. Also inform your municipality, inform your, if you've got a guarding unit operating, a private guarding unit operating in the area, as well as your local police. But take drastic steps, because the scout, the front man, is very, very clever. Once he sees a property is open, he will do everything in his power to enter it. And that could be by bribing a gardener, bribing a security guard, bribing a policeman, whatever it takes. But once he is in, he knows it's very difficult for the owners to get him out. They are very arrogant. They are enlightened. They know these court cases takes years. And the police are scared. The police are very afraid to, we've seen this daily. We have hundreds of these cases to intervene because they are so worried that there would be cases brought against them. And that's the last thing. The police should really be respected and feared. And the only way that we're going to get this is that the head of the police, our government, gives the police the right to take serious and drastic actions. But usually the police just stands around, look around, and then leave. And leave it as it is and leave it for the courts to solve.
Well, I hope, of course, everyone listening into this and needing this, which surely should be everyone living in South Africa, given the high crime rate, will take note of every single one of the advice you gave us. Private investigator and crime expert Bolhuis, thank you so much for talking to us right here on the South African Morning.